Dee just said.
So we're so excited you guys are on. We have tonight's meeting and then next week's meeting, and then that's it for this seminar year. We will not have a meeting on July 5th because Andrea and I have decided that when there's a holiday weekend like Labor Day or Memorial Day or Independence Day, we won't have a meeting that that Tuesday because so many people are traveling and stuff. And so it just makes it easier for everybody.
But today we didn't really remember that yesterday was a federal holiday. So today's okay.
Right. Yeah, I didn't get any mail yesterday. What was it?
Juneteenth.
I missed it. I'm gonna have to go back and celebrate today. Okay. So, because I even saw my neighbors going out and checking their mailboxes, and everybody's like, "What is going on?" Okay, so we're so excited you guys are on, and like I said, we've got tonight's meeting next week. Then we won't have one on July 5th, and then the meeting on July 12th will be our big celebration. So even if you're not flying to Arizona, boo-hoo-hoo, to be part of our girlfriend 4-day celebration that is going to be amazing. I cannot tell you how much I invested in prizes today. I haven't even shared it with Andrea because she just get mad at me. So it's just going to be amazing, and we're going to have so much fun. And I'm actually have a shopping appointment with a jeweler this week, and we're picking out some jewelry for everybody, not just my unit. Y'all don't understand how much I love this. So it's going to be
her
so
love
cool.
language is gifts. Her love language.
My love language is gift giving. So I love it. I just love giving gifts, and it's so much fun. So if you have not decided if you're going to come or not, you really need to make that commitment. Do whatever it takes. It's going to be amazing. The Rancho Mañana, I went by there, talked to them. We're all good to go. 2-bedroom, 2-bath suites. Christine, you've stayed there before. It is amazing. And then if you have downtime during the day, they've got the pool and the sauna there and everything. It's on point. The suites have a full-blown kitchen, a full living room. I mean, it's like, it's a house. We call them casitas, but it's a house, and they're really, really nice. So, and then some of you guys are going to be staying with me, and it's just going to be really, really great. So we're going to have so much fun. We, Andrea and I have been working on the schedule, and we're going to talk about it at the end of the meeting. So let's move on right now. Let's do some carouse. Oh, and I got to start. Hang on. First off, Fran, girlfriend. That was the most, I have to tell you, you made your director look bad. You were so good. I was like, I felt like I was talking to a national or listening to a national. She was so good on the hotline. She was like, da, 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 da. I'm like, okay, she's a rock star. She needs no more training. Get the suit, order her the director's suit. And then I also have to do a crow that, y'all, I put this week's challenge, I went ahead and put it on Facebook so y'all could get a head start, and it's going to go from today until Monday. We're not going to make you stop on Sunday because people have family stuff on Sunday. You have till Monday for your challenge, and Amy Paul has already done 2 of the 3 parts of the challenge. Woo, woo, woo. Tell them about your appointment today. New face, new customer, new rock star Amy.
So I had a new customer that I met through a mutual friend who was only mentioned it to this other lady because she worked in the same workspace, and she knew that she was talking about somebody with Mary Kay, and it had been years since she'd seen anybody. And this lady's like 80 years old, ladies. So it's not like age is a preference or a limitation. She really didn't look 80 to me. She looked like she was like 70. So I had to think like, okay, she's 80. All right. I was like, so I just was like, you never know where people are or where they want to be. But we went up, I met her, talked to her a little bit. And she was just wonderful. She was sweet. She bought the whole repair set and her foundation, but she'd like to look into like some colognes next time and some satin lips. And you know what? It's just there. She might not be all into color, but she liked the lifting and the firming, and I made her do it on half her face. I said, now, can you see the difference? And she's like, yeah. And two older sons in the room because she's a widow person. And I'm like, that's fine, you know, because I would want her to feel comfortable.
Mhm.
But it doesn't matter. Wherever you are, just meet them where they are.
Love it. Love it. And congratulations, Amy. She's already finished Mary Kay's National Court of Sales along with Andrea. We're so proud of you guys. That is amazing. We are so proud of you. So, well, thank you, Amy, for sharing. And, you know, during our seminar in Arizona, we're going to have some classes that happen, and we're going to have Amy teach. We're going to have Vicki Starwalt teach. We're going to have Zulema teach. We're actually going to have a pack list for you where you're going to pack certain things that's going to help you with the class that Zulema's doing. So I'm just going to leave it at that and just say, we're all going to walk in with naked faces. We're going to walk out looking like Kim Kardashian and family. So it's going to be amazing. We're going to be like contoured and everything. It's going to be great. So who else had something awesome happen this week? Who wants to share? You guys are all looking down. Why are you looking down? Oh, you're looking at your phone. Okay.
Good share.
Okay, Andrea wants to share. Andrea,
My
I like
girls
your
heard
silver
this.
and black top. It's very, very chic.
Thank you. And I didn't have time to put on the jewelry you gave me, but anyway, it works perfectly with this blouse. So I just want to tell you, my girls already heard this, but last Wednesday was my day before having to leave and pack up with the family and stuff. And I got a phone call from the gym that I went and did a customer appreciation. And he said, hey, we're doing one in an hour. I hadn't showered. Do you want to come in today and give away gifts to all the customers again? And I thought, okay, I'm not ready, but I am not a fool. I'm not going to say no to opportunity. And so I just encourage you, when you're prepared, you know, right now might be a good time to say, what will I do when I have my next recruit? Do I have sort of what to say, what to do? Have I had that conversation with your director? Because if you're lined up, you know, Field of Dreams, if you build it, they will come and God will bless that. And so I went over and met some amazing people, and you just never know. I think truly, if you have one new contact, it is a blessing. And I walked out with about 8. I had a whole bunch of people who were like, no, I don't want a gift. No, I mean, it was so funny. I almost started laughing. I'm like, oh, you don't like gifts? I mean, but I kept my sassiness to myself. But it was just really funny because I know that God put the right people in my path, and I'm excited to follow up with them.
That's great. And you were ready. So tell me how you were ready.
Well, mentally, I know exactly what my table is going to look like. And I've done it fancy. And I got to tell you, especially in those quick moments, people don't even really look. They just think you're selling something. So all you need to do is get it in their hand. Here you go. And then what's your name? We're giving this away today. And then they don't think you're selling. So I knew exactly what I needed to put together. I didn't have all of my goodie bags put together, but I knew where they were. I had the samples on hand. I had my cards prepped and ready. Fran and I were talking, there's a great place. My girlfriend's house is the vendor who sells the little, not vinyl, vanilla, what are they called? Cello, little teeny cello, but they're taped. So I put the gift and a card. So you just want to have those things prepped and ready. I know exactly where my table is, my tablecloth. I know where my basket that I'm going to put things in. I have a big picture of men with masks on so that I'm not just talking to women, although I really just talked to women because I didn't want to put up with the men. So anyway, there you go.
That's awesome. So just having that prepped. I remember we had a consultant that did her Christmas travel coffee in a box. She literally had a Mary Kay box. She covered it with red paper, and in it, she had like 5 different gifts. She had her books, she had her sales tickets, her calculator, her pens, some samples, all the fragrances, because that's what people buy in the holidays. And she literally would take it into the house, open the box, flip it over, and that was her table. Brilliant. Always ready to go. Always ready to go. Okay, my phone, I need to turn it off because it's kind of going cray cray. All right, so Andrea, do you want to see who's got some IPAs going on? Let's do a little
Let's count it
screen
up.
share.
Absolutely. You know, when you don't know what to do, just pull up your IPA, income producing activities. There's some that you get points for that are just to feel like you have a win, but then there's others that are really going to get you your bang for your buck. So we're going to celebrate any of them. However, as you get more serious, you want to really look at how many selling appointments and sharing appointments and booking calls. Like those are the three most important. So let's celebrate. If you had 5, hold your hand up. And let's keep it up, keep going. I don't see everybody right now. Hold on, let me just change my grid. Okay, I see Amy. Anybody else? Okay, keep it up. If you had 10, I can't see everybody, but shout it out if you had 15. I think Amy, how many did you have? You are the only one I see with a hand up.
So
15.
you guys said, are y'all not tracking it? You think you're doing it, but you're not tracking it? Is that what the issue is? Maybe you're, okay. So can I encourage you to maybe print this off and put it on your bathroom mirror and put it next to your computer or put it on your refrigerator or wherever you're going to spend a little bit of time each morning, and see how Andrea's holding it up, and look at it and be proactive and not reactive. Okay. Now I realize I hear y'all's stories. I hear about aging husbands, aging parents, small children, life challenges. You may not be able to do it every day, but on your days that you're working your business and you say, today I'm going to work my business. Alice and I had this conversation this past week. These are the days I'll be working my business. If you will focus on doing as many of the IPAs as possible, and don't just pick the easy ones, girls. Okay, but focus on as many as possible, and you get in that habit of tracking it, you'll not only get the pop points, which by the way, we'll have a new pop form on July 1st. You might as well get used to the IPAs because it's getting ready to be 99% the IPA form. We've been talking about this for a year. We've given you lots of prep time. So embrace the idea that this is how it works. And this is what got Andrea in her car. It got Andrea in the director's suit. I never even knew about it when I was tracking car and director's suit. But when I started looking at it, I'm like, yeah, that's everything I did every single day. That's what I did. So, you know, just go ahead and do it. Try it from now till June 30th. What have you got to lose? Just try it starting tomorrow. Every day, look at it and say, can I do 5 IPAs today? And the next day say, what different 5 IPAs can I do? Because you're going to pick the easiest ones the first time. I know I would. I'm like, I want to win. Okay. Well, thank you for that, Andrea, and y'all give yourself those points. So, okay. So you guys know that we have a new challenge. It launches today. It goes through Monday, not Sunday. It goes through Monday. And here it is. So write this down. 1 new face to Mary Kay. Amy's already done it. She did it today. 1 true Mary Kay interview. And we're going to train on that tonight. And at least 100 in sales. And then you let us know. You have to let your director know. Okay. You have to let her know on Monday, hey, I did the Tuesday Talk Time Challenge this week, because if the training that we're going to do for this is geared towards one type of consultant, we may change it if 2 or 3 of y'all qualify and we know you're ready for a different type of training. And sometimes it will be a guest speaker. Okay. So track it. This would be a good thing to go for this week. And do it right along with your IPAs, and it will all work together. It will give you a safe place to land with your Mary Kay business. Okay.
Excuse me, Joe.
Yeah.
You had the word Sunday, but you said Monday. I just want to clarify that it should be Monday.
It should be Monday. Sorry.
Just want everybody to
there you go.
Excited.
Fixed.
Extra day.
Fixed. Yeah, extra day. And it's just because I want to pay homage and reference to those of you who do not work on Sundays. I totally get that. Totally get it. Okay, so we're going to move on. Yay, now I can just do the whole slideshow now that I'm not repairing it anymore. And we did that. Andrea, you want to talk about how people qualify for this one? Gold medal?
It's really great. It's 5 signed agreements. It doesn't mean that they have an order in. It's just signed agreements. And Joe, oh my gosh, where's my piece of paper? I did not know this. Can I just crow on myself for a second? Oh gosh, do I have it? I was talking to corporate. Oh, nope, it's not in front of me. I was so surprised. I had something like 27 silver medals, 12 gold medals, 30 bronze. I was like, me? I do? So I got to tell you, the company tracks it, and it's really fun when you have these kind of wins. So just 5 signed agreements and 5 people that you've changed their life. And I know I'm tracking it this month. And how do you get that? It's all numbers. 5 shares, 1 person. That's the average. Now that means that sometimes you might go 9 and you still have had nothing. And then you have your 10th share. And then all of a sudden 11 and 12 say yes. So when you look at all the numbers, they average out to 1 out of 5. So stay strong in your faith and just continue to do what you're taught to do. And we're going to focus on that tonight.
You know what, guys, sometimes team building intimidates people because they're like, you know, I understand how to sell the product and explain that, but this team building thing, I don't get it. And I want to tell you guys something. I've told y'all this before. It took me almost a year in Mary Kay to finally understand what team building is. And yes, it's having a team and running with friends and having a tribe that you are on fire with. And women don't even go to the bathroom by themselves, or we build a business by ourselves. But there's something about having a team. And by the way, when you build a team, you are not the director. All you do is you invite them in, your director takes over. But it's really about sharing. And when I had it explained to me, I went to a big Mary Kay event, and I had been building my Mary Kay business for about 10 months. And I went to a big Mary Kay event in Atlanta, Georgia with my mom. And they explained it to us like, if you don't share this career opportunity with other people, you're being selfish. Like, who do you think you are not helping other women have more flexibility, more freedom, and possibly a lot more income? And, you know, when I look back at my journey in Mary Kay, I can tell you right now, I probably would not be physically alive right now if it hadn't been for my Mary Kay family. And as far as financially, I basically, after my 3rd year in Mary Kay, I was debt free, and I've been debt free ever since, except for a mortgage, debt free. No credit cards, nothing. And when y'all come for a seminar in Arizona, remind me to tell the story of when Andy and I applied for our first house loan. That was pretty hilarious because I had no debt and they didn't believe me.
Joe, I was just at my family reunion, and I had all of these woe stories. So Aunt Brenda told me about how Stephanie, her daughter-in-law, well, you know, Andrea, since the last baby 7 years ago, she hasn't worked. They've had 0 income for her, which is why they've never been able to qualify for a house. And I'm listening to this, and I've offered her the opportunity, and I've offered a lot of my cousins who don't see a bigger picture, but I'm so thankful. I was at home with my babies. I was able to bring home something. It may not have been at the peak during every transition of life, but I got to tell you, when you hear these stories and you go, thank you, Joe. Thank you, Carol, who invited me to the party. Like, you really, I am so thankful every day for that person that had courage, that invited me. And that's the kind of life that, you know, you get to thank and be for somebody else.
And it's just sharing. All you're doing is sharing. You share the product, you share the career opportunity, and it's their decision. We are not in the pressure game at all, at all. So if you have 5 new team members in the month of June, you will get special time with the incredibly fabulous Gloria Mayfield Banks, the #1 national in our company for like umpteen years, and she just retired. Wow. Okay, so we are running this for another 9 days. So you guys, anybody who chooses to get one of these amazing prizes, that's the work you've got to do. And also your pearls of sharing, we are doing this all the way till the end of June. So if you're ready to get some gorgeous jewelry and learn a little bit more about sharing, this is how you do it. Okay, again, no meeting July 5th. Seminar dates are 25th through 28th. You want to, if you're flying in, you fly into PHX. send me your itinerary. And we finished the $500 April through June marketing share. It ends June 30th. So anybody that you do share the career opportunity with, that your director follows up with just a quick phone call. Hey, did you have any questions? Did, Alice or Amy or, whoever it is, Sayonara, answer all your questions? That's great. You get entered in a $500 cash drawing, and it costs you guys nothing. Andrea and I paid the fees, so it costs you nothing. We're still doing the Puffiness Reducer Selling Challenge. So, we are really excited about this till June 30th. Our goal is to sell at least 13 each. So go for it. You can sell more than that, but that's our goal. And so we're really excited about that. And then, of course, we're going to go into our recognition now, because so many of y'all are working your business so consistently and so diligently. And I really want to draw attention to all these contests, because you guys, beginning July 1st, all these contests are going to relaunch with all new jewelry. So start getting in the mindset now. If you didn't do it this year, if you didn't track it this year, start getting in the mindset now of everything you want to go for. And, we have tracking forms, but I'm telling you, when I make up my own tracking form, I follow it more closely. Because when you put your own energy into it, it's not something somebody has thrown at you. You've created yourself. People support what they help create. So this is everybody who's on track for the Power Up Your Team building. So excited for you guys. Some of y'all have 3 Great Start qualified to go. So, Andrea and I are very close to finishing up. And, we put our recognition on here, you guys. Sometimes not to compete with you, but I think it's really important that you guys see that Andrea and I are working directors. We are not sitting in our high tower eating bonbons and having someone rub our feet. You are working with working directors. We are out there every day. We are speed of the leader, speed of the gang, and you can tell. Can't you tell? Like when you hear how we talk to your customers, how we talk to your prospects, you can tell, okay, these are working directors. And so I hope that you never look at that as a competition. I hope you look at it as, I'm so proud of my director. She's working alongside me. I'm not under her. You are never under anybody. We are a family. Okay, again, Mary Kay is doing 60% off skincare. I've talked to 2 people that Alice is really on fire to go DIQ, talked to a couple people for Zulema. And when I told them, normally in Mary Kay, you make 50% on everything you sell. In these skincare lines, when you order them in the month of June, you make 60%. 60%. You guys, that's unheard of. And so if you stocked up your business right now with skincare alone, because that's what people want to take home with them. They'll wait on a lipstick. They'll wait on a mascara. They are not going to wait on their cleanser ever. And the fact that Amy Paul could hand that Voluform set to that woman today, that's what sealed the deal, because she got it that day. She didn't change her mind. She didn't start doing stinking thinking. She started using it. I guarantee you she's going to use it tonight, and she's very happy. So 60% off your skincare. Love that. Okay, whoops, what'd I do? Okay, Consistency Club. Again, this is going to restart July 1st. So I wanted to acknowledge everybody who did it July through December. I'm so proud of these ladies working their business. You see these names over and over again because they are working. And then we have January through June, and Sayonara and Amy have already finished it. So they'll be receiving their gorgeous bracelet to go with all their other jewelry they've earned this year. And then we've got other people, Vicki, Jamie, Marcia, and Andrea, so close to already having done it as well. So they are just a smidget away. All right, end of June is the last date you can earn your red jacket. You can earn it free from the company with 3 active new team members. If you've never earned your red jacket, or if you have earned your red jacket in the past, if you have 3 new Great Start qualified since April, May, June, then we will buy your red jacket for you. I was about to say your director's suit for you. Okay, where are you going to land on or before June 30th? You guys, come on. What can you do in 9 days? God created everything in 7. You can do anything in 9. Put your mind to it, right? Do not say it's too late. Do not say I'm running out of time. I have to tell you, I got to brag on Alice real quick. She is like girl on fire. I'm calling her my little GOF, girl on fire. She's like, okay, talk to this one. Okay, I've got this girl. Okay, this woman is so sharp and she needs Mary Kay. And her heart is so big for these women. She's like, they need Mary Kay. They need Mary Kay. It's not, I want to be a director. It's just so awesome to just see that happen. So what can you do in the next 9 days? Can you establish a team to go DIQ? Can you go on target for your car? Can you get in your red jacket? Andrea and I are here to work with you every step of the way based on what your desire is, not what our desire for you is. Again, going for the medals. 5 this month, you get time with Gloria Mayfield Banks. That's awesome. Okay. All right. So I'm going to zip through this because Andrea's got some amazing stuff for us tonight. Okay, weekly reco. So you want to get out your June pop form. This is the last month we're going to have this style pop form. So get ready. It's going to be due by July 5th. Okay, so this is what it looks like. And you can go to Andrea's site or go to joannashipe.com and you can download it and have it right there. And then you get to get all your points for either event cash or for Mary Kay prizes. So you get 10 points. Are you alive? Touch yourself. Are you alive? Hug yourself. Hug yourself. Yay, I'm alive. Yay. Okay, give yourself 10 points for being on. If you're watching this recording and you post your takeaway on our Facebook page no later than Wednesday afternoon, give yourself 10 points as well. Give yourself 10 points for turning in your weekly accomplishment sheet. So proud of all these ladies. Give yourself 10 points for every new face ending June 19th. Every new face, give yourself 10 points. Now let's see who our weekly queen is. We're not doing month. And Sayonara is our queen of the week. Yay! Miss World Traveler herself. She gets 20 points. And Vicki had a star week. That's a $300 or higher week. Vicki gives herself 10 points. So Sayonara, can you share with us? Give us a selling tip for the summer. Tell us something we can do in the summer. That's a great selling tip because you're posting all this fun stuff on Instagram.
You see that, right? Just the same thing, just to be in front of them and to have a product. I have to have the product. So I'm doing a lot of kind of virtual thing in the FaceTime with them and show them. That's all I did. Just, you have to have the product. That's all.
Okay.
Because I live, I drive to Marietta. So when I got there, and one thing, I show us something else. One thing is very good that I like a lot, the samples. I deliver a product and I gave the samples, especially vitamin C plus E. And every time that I gave it to the customer and they told me, this is not fair, you did that on purpose. Now I have to buy that. So it increased my sales on that. So I recommend invest in samples because, it's kind of, they got hooked. I have 5 customers, new customers just for the vitamin C plus E that I give. So
I love it. I love it. Thank you, Sayonara, for sharing. You're always
welcome.
Always so wise. Okay. That's a hard-working woman there, y'all. I'm telling you. Okay. So you get 50 points when you have a new team member who becomes Great Start qualified by June 30th. And then, of course, in 3 weeks, on the 12th of July, we will go through our June queens. We will go through our end of the year queens. We'll do lots of recognition. It's going to be super fun. I cannot wait. It's going to be really great. We want to recognize our first quarter stars, our second quarter stars, our third quarter stars. And of course, we just finished our 4th quarter, and these are all of our stars. And we are going to let you give yourself 50 bonus points if you finished as a star on June 15th. So Amy, Jamie, Marcia, Sayonara, Christine, Fran, Vicki, all you guys give yourself 50 extra points. We're so proud of you guys. Okay, I did not get to update all of this, so we're gonna actually go to our training. Oh, there it
Oh,
is.
nope, it's not. Okay, let me jump in.
Okay,
It's that right there.
there you go. Okay, got it.
Actually, take it off for a second. I wanted to start with something else. Okay, so I want everybody to take a big, deep breath, like with your diaphragm. Ready? Release. Okay, let's do that again. One more time. Deb Erickson told me that the moment you get worried, worked up, your brain can't think because you don't have oxygen. All you need to do is a couple of deep, diaphragm rich breaths so that you can think again. And as we start the conversation tonight on how do you share, why would I want to share? I want to just begin by having something just get out of the space. And that would be that you're out to get somebody. Now, I know that you might think I'm not trying to get anybody, but I want you really to think about how many times you might say, oh man, I got to get her. Or, oh, I didn't get her. Or, oh, I really want to get her on my team. Anybody feel like that makes them feel warm and fuzzy inside? Yeah, I didn't think so. Anybody feel like it makes you feel icky and you don't really want to do it? Because who really wants to be the person that gets people? Anyone? Does that relate? So I just want to start by saying when you are sitting with somebody, and we really start the moment you meet somebody, you are looking for greatness. Now, that is if you want to expand your business and really have fun with how we can be making all the income possible with the train. Remember my analogy? The Mary Kay's like a train on two tracks. If you have a train and you really want to get from here, we have a train in San Diego that goes all the way to Santa Barbara. If you want to get there within a couple of hours, don't you want both of the wheels or all of the wheels on the two tracks? If you're sort of like this, it's going to be a heck of a ride, but it's going to take longer, not as safe, and not as much fun. So our business works much more magically when we're on both of the train tracks. One is the selling track, and the other is the sharing track. It's not your job to worry about who's going to say yes. It's not your job to worry about who's going to buy your product. Your job is to implement the teaching and the training that we give you. And as you do that, you become more loose, more of yourself. And who here would love to just be themselves and to tell people, yeah, I make good money with Mary Kay? Who here would love to say that to all those negative people in your life? Anyone? Oh, you're still doing that Mary Kay thing? As my cousin said, I said, yeah, are you still doing that engineering thing? He goes, oh, good point. So I said, it's my career and I own a business. And yes, it's still, it's a joy. So I want you to know you're not trying to get somebody, you're trying to bless them. And the way we do that is really listening more and talking less. So although we're going to share some things about the facts, I really wanted to start with that because the moment you stop that thought and say, oh, I'm not trying to get her. If I can bless her and she can see a way to reach her dreams faster, thanks to the Mary Kay vehicle, then I've done my job and I might be a difference maker for her. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what kind of woman are we looking for? And this is a great visual we haven't shared in a while. So Joe's going to show the 6 qualities of a successful consultant. I hope you get your pens and paper out. Tonight's going to give you some good meat. We are going to follow this up at our seminar with a lot more meat and potatoes. But I want to tell you that when I got this the first time, it really had me shift from looking just for a sale, which we were taught, gosh, 26 years ago, Joe. I know you taught me, but I got it at seminar. If you want to pay for something today, go sell something. If you want to have money for your future, recruit somebody. Invest in their business development. So we're looking for busy people. Why? Because busy people are good at prioritizing. Think about the last time that you had to do a lot. You got a lot more done when you had more on your plate. Yes. They're good at time management. They're easy to train. They see a lot of people. They're in a lot of different groups, which is what our network marketing business is based on. So I'm getting all these texts. Okay, that's not you, Joe. Okay, so they are busy people. Number 2, they often run out of money before next payday. Now, does this mean you have to have every single one of these to fall into the successful category? No. But these are people that, as your antennas are, when you're aware of it, now your antennas are out, and it's actually called reticular activating system. Your subconscious is actually going to start looking for these people the moment they walk into your party. And you're asking questions. Oh my gosh, what do you do? What do you love most about it? Hopefully you're learning that and you start to think about that. Some people say the paycheck, which tells me right there, they are focused on that priority of money. They're motivated to pay their bills. It's the Maslow. If you haven't the basic necessity, you can't move up to your self-actualization. So paying bills is at the very beginning, the bottom, and food, goal-oriented and ambitious. Okay. So they're goal-oriented and ambitious. They're creative with money management. They're probably, stealing from Peter to pay for Paul. Hey, Joe, I can't see now.
No, I'm trying. I don't know what happened. Hang on.
Okay, thank you. Number 3, they are not the sales type. I repeat, they are not the sales type. Now, why in the world would we say you're not looking for the sales type? Well, number 1, they can be informative, not pushy. The 3 highest, the 3 groups of women that the career fields that actually are in our company, we have more nurses, we have more teachers, and we have more military wives, which might not be a career, but at the same time it is. And primarily that's because they teach, which is what we do. They nurture, which is what we do. And for those who need flexibility or want to have family, we are an amazing family everywhere you move. And so we are not looking for the sales type. I also want to throw in that also is because when you are trained in the sales world, our world is all about relationship building. And people who come in with that typical sales, they have a hard time being retrained. And so we just find that people who are not pushy actually do better. They're good listeners. They become very strong consultants, and they attract repeat business. Who of you would be in the business if it wasn't for our repeat customers? None of us. That's one of the beautiful parts about we get paid over and over and over for the job you did at that party. Think about that. You had a party, you followed up, and for years and years and years, I'm now at 27 years in August, and Sarah Sproat was my first hostess, and she still reorders from me a couple times a year. I'm getting paid over and over for that one night of work. They do not know a lot of people. So that's actually a good thing. They want to meet new people. They might not know of them, but if they're in different groups, that's going to be a lot more helpful. But they're wanting to learn how to maybe build their confidence, how to actually extend that friendship. And that's a wonderful skill to have that, thanks to Mary Kay, we've taught hundreds of thousands of women how to do that. Friends and family, they will not buy your products. They will buy it, but are they going to be your solid customer? I wouldn't ever count on it. My Aunt Carol was the first. Oh man, she wrinkled. She's like a big raisin. She was the first one to go, I'm not coming to anything. Not going to buy anything of your stuff. And I thought, that is the meanest thing. But you know what? She just doesn't do anything. So go wrinkle. You know what? We could say, so go bless another. That's what we like to say. Okay, no big deal. So go bless another person. And your friends and family aren't going to be the strongest. I got to tell you, when I started and Joe, she helped me clean up my act a little bit. I love that yesterday, the strangers had no idea that I was a hot mess. But today I learned how to be a little bit less abrupt and less, strong with maybe my words. And so I was able to learn a little tact, and that would be faking it till you make it. And strangers have no idea. So it's a really great way for you to grow and to try new things when people don't know. A lot of people, they have strong work ethics. So Who am I looking for? I'm looking for hardworking women. I'm looking for women who are not going to cry and whine and, oh my gosh, I got to know I'm going to die and life is over. I'm not looking for that. Are you? So if you're looking for women who have good work ethic, people who maybe don't know a lot of people, but have a desire, people who might not be interested in salesy, but they have a heart of gold, you guys, your antenna is going to be up and you're going to find them, and you're going to then extend your invitation to have a facial, or maybe they're at your party. You're going to hand select them so that at the very end, you can set up that sharing appointment. They understand that this is a business to own and operate. It's a business. They understand that what you put into it, you're going to get out of it. They're women of their word. Oh my gosh, do we need more of that in this world? They are decision makers, not procrastinators. They live by their dreams, not their circumstances. They feel the fear, but they do it anyway. They're business minded. They understand that time is what you make of it. I have to add in here, any woman that I schedule who actually, look, Christine McKnight, before I even hung up the phone 8 years ago, she had already sent me a Google Calendar link for our appointment and called me as I was doing my, reminder calls. She called me 2 days before. I have us down for tomorrow or 2 days from now at 8 o'clock. Are we still on? It's like, dang, okay, this is not normal. Women who respond to text messages or phone calls and are courteous are at the top of my list, especially in today's world. So we are going to watch a wonderful training from seminar a couple years ago by one of my favorite nationals. Her name is Leah Laughlin. She is on my Peek into Pink form. And if you've not watched her story, it's a good thing to know the different stories so that you can send videos to people that you might relate to or your prospects might relate to. But Joe, if you can show that, it's going to be about 10 minutes. So please don't walk away. Please get your pen and paper out, turn up your music, and we're going to put that full screen.
Okay, 3 more things to add to what you're looking for, because this is what Andrea and I love the most. Someone who's drama-free, someone who loves to have fun, because we love to have fun, and someone who is a team player, because team players make it about everyone and themselves, not what can they get out of it. Okay, so let's go. And we have that in our units, guys. If you're not like that, you probably don't survive. Okay, I'm going to make it big in just a minute.
Well,
We only
hello,
see
Pearl
you.
Seminar. Are you guys having a great afternoon? Well, I am glad because I want to talk to you this afternoon about what a gift this Mary Kay business opportunity is for us and can be for the women in your life. When I ordered my starter kit 9 years ago, you guys, I was really excited to sell our products, which I had fallen in love with as a customer. But I was not as excited to share the opportunity for fear of being pushy and not really believing that anyone I knew would be interested. And then one day, everything changed. I was listening to one of my new consultant training CDs. It was National Sales Director Linda Tupin teaching on the topic of recruiting. And she asked this question, which I'm going to ask you this afternoon. She said, what if I told you to go into a room of 100 women and get 20 of them to order a starter kit? How would you feel? And I remember thinking, as a new consultant, while I was listening to that CD, I thought, well, if I have to do that, then I quit. I'm out. Because it sounded overwhelming and intimidating. And then she asked this question, and this question changed everything. She said, what if I told you to go into a room of 100 women, and 20 of them in there were hoping and praying and searching and dying for an opportunity that could change their circumstance? And in that moment, my mindset about recruiting completely changed. Her question made me realize what a gift it is that we have to offer to other women. And it's been my mission and my passion ever since then to go out and find those women hoping and praying and searching and dying for an opportunity that can change the course of their life like this business has for me. So I'm going to tell you some stories, you guys. I'm going to tell you stories of women who are just like you, and just like me. And they just happen to be some of my most favorite women on this planet. They are the Unleashed area sales directors, and they're sitting in this room right now. I have a director named Hillary, and she survived cancer at the age of 21. Mary Kay came into her life when her hair was still growing back and she was wearing a wig, and she said that Mary Kay helped her feel beautiful and confident again. Now, as a director, she was able to leave her job in corporate America because of the income that she was making in Mary Kay. She was faced with her life being taken away at such a young age that she understood that life is too short to not do what you love. And life is too short to not be excited to get out of bed every morning like she is for her Mary Kay business. She now has a platform to raise awareness and money to fight cancer and an opportunity to live life to the fullest. I have a director named Donna, and she was able to work from home with her new baby and support her family on her Mary Kay income alone as a consultant and a DIQ while her husband was in school. She said, Mary Kay has not only given me a chance to provide for my family, but it also gives me a chance to share my faith. It's taught me to treat everyone like they have a sign around their neck that says, make me feel important. I have a Cadillac director named Mary, and before Mary Kay, she had always prayed for a job that would be flexible enough for her to be able to support her mom's retail business. Because of her flexibility in Mary Kay, she's able to help part-time at her mom's store and invest in a relationship that means the most to her. What a gift to be able to invest in people that we love the most. I have a director named Kara, and she started Mary Kay just for the discount, but quickly fell in love with what the business has to offer. She finished college and got a secure corporate job just like she was supposed to, only to leave work every day in tears from being dissatisfied with the work environment and with the people. She was soon able to replace her corporate income as a director and leave that job. She said, I didn't want to settle for a mediocre life. I didn't want to be in tears leaving work every day. My Mary Kay business allows me to live a more full life than corporate America would have ever given me. I have a Cadillac director named Katie, and she was considering walking away from her faith in God shortly before Mary Kay came into her life. Her Mary Kay business has been a vehicle for her to rediscover her faith, and now she's passionate about leading others to Christ by building relationships with women. That's right. I have a consultant named Allie, and she said, I will be in Mary Kay for life because of the women. Mary Kay allows me to connect with not just good women, but great women. Mary Kay also gave me the confidence to grow spiritually and get connected to a church where I'm encouraged to grow. I learned how important it is to put my faith first, and I learned that in Mary Kay. I have a Cadillac director named Sarah, and she had a career in social work before Mary Kay, and she wanted to support her husband's ministry in Young Life at a month-long summer camp. So she saved up all her vacation days. She didn't go on vacation all year so that she could attend this camp, only to find out that work would not let her go, which was devastating to her, and she even had all of the days saved up. Now, as a Cadillac director, she attends this camp every year with her husband, where she's built incredible, deep relationships and has invested in a ministry that's important to her family. She actually received her highest commission check of over $10,000 one year while taking the month off at the summer camp. What a stark contrast to the lack of choices that she had in social work. I have a director named Lindsay, and she just celebrated her one-year anniversary in Mary Kay. When she was 17, her dad left their family, which left her emotionally damaged and broken. Around that time in her life, she received her first Mary Kay facial. She said, my consultant made me feel beautiful again instead of broken. Lindsay holds the record in our area as the youngest director. She just turned 19, and it's her passion to help other women feel beautiful. Just like she did 2 years ago at her first facial. I have a director named Kara who is in an abusive marriage. And the positive mentors in her Mary Kay business gave her the confidence and the courage to walk away from that unhealthy relationship. And her business continues to be a source of positivity and support in this new chapter in her life. And you guys, these stories do involve women earning high commission checks and earning free cars. But more significantly than that, these stories are about faith and family and relationships. These stories are about lives being changed. These stories are about women who can authentically live out the value system that Mary Kay Ash stood for and fought for when she built a company that believes in faith first, family second, and career third. And we have to deeply believe and understand that our work in Mary Kay, you guys, it's connected to someone else's dream. Our work in Mary Kay is connected to someone else's future. Our success unleashes the potential in another's life. Our choice to work our businesses opens the doors for opportunity for others. It's not just about you, and it's not just about me. It's about changing this world one woman at a time. And sharing this opportunity and investing in others, it's not always easy. I know that it's not. It's not easy, but it's necessary. It's necessary. And you guys, it's our turn, Pearl Seminar. It's our turn. It's our run. It's our platform. The torch is in our hands to carry on the legacy that Mary Kay Ash started 52 years ago. And I hope that you are ready to go home from seminar and put Mary Kay's advice into action. She told us to pass it on. She told us to pass it on. So Pearl Seminar, are you ready to do that with me? Are you ready to pass it on? I'm glad that you are. And now I do want to invite Sarah back on stage with me again because we have a really special announcement, don't we, Sarah?
We do. And Leah, I want to thank you so much for sharing those stories of what this opportunity has done for women in your area, because they are truly heartwarming, heart-touching, and without you having started it, think of how their lives would,
That's right.
you know, you've touched these women.
Thank you.
And they are continuing to touch everyone's lives. So I would love for you to share some very exciting news.
Yes. Well, Sarah told you earlier about the Time-Wise Microdermabrasion Plus set with the new pore minimizer product, okay?
Hey, Joe,
So,
I think we
what
can-
do you think about several of you winning a free?
Okay.
Okay, so we got more. Don't worry. That's not it. Who here just heard something about somebody that was like, wow, I hadn't thought about how Mary Kay could bless them in that way. So it really, the more you hear stories, then when you see people, it really makes a difference. You show up and you go up, because then you start to say, oh, that lady reminds me of the story I just heard. I'm going to extend the invitation. So let's now talk about, what do you do to share the Mary Kay opportunity? Deal? Well, we're going to go back to the slideshow.
Okay, hang on.
And
I got to get out of this.
okay,
How do I shrink it?
escape.
Oh, I love that. Escape. Yeah, nothing happened.
Okay.
How do I shrink it? Hang on,
Um,
guys. I got to come over here and hold on.